Hey everyone, my name's Ash, aka I'm a Ghostbuster, and welcome to the channel. Today I'm going to be doing a quick review of Savage Halloween for Xbox One and Xbox Series X and S. Now this was developed by Second Boss, and it's published by Qbyte Interactive, who have given us a code for review, so a big thank you to them. Now this was released on the store on the 15th of April 2021. And yeah, I'll jump straight in with the details and we'll go from there. So in Savage Halloween, the world is taken over by monsters from the afterlife who were trapped in the earth after a Halloween party. So every year the monsters are invited to the big 24-hour Halloween rave, but this time none of them came home, as an evil vampire has used a spell to block the passage back to the afterlife, because according to him, the party could not stop. So among the guests, James, a farmer who had his eternal rest interrupted, took his shotgun and decided to end the riot. So join the resistance and send everyone home. No one can handle so much noise, goo and werewolf hair on clothes anymore. So it's got multiple characters, so there's 3 characters. So characters are James, in life a grumpy farmer, in afterlife he remains in a bad mood and is now also armed. Lulu, werewolf, who is not sure if he is a man who dreamed he was a dog or a dog who dreamed he was a man. And Dominica, who is the daughter of the partying Dark Lord. So Dominica is a geek from the depths who urgently wants to come home and see her favourite series. So gameplay, shoot through 7 scenarios with varied gameplay mechanics, from flying on a witch's broom to hitchhiking on a penguin's back. Choose your monster and put a bullet in the enemy. So it features 2D platform with classic mechanics, shoot in 8 directions, it's got local multiplayer, 3 playable characters with individual characteristics, epic and varied boss fights, and varied and bizarre shots. Now, as you can see from the video just here, this is a 2D sort of side-scrolling game, like a run-and-gun shooter. Definitely reminds me of stuff like Contra and stuff like that. And it's great. I absolutely love it. I really enjoy it. I mean, the art style, it's bright, it's colourful, it like shoots out straight away when you play. Just the plot and stuff like that is just crazy. The gameplay is tight and the controls are tight. They all work really well. It's a really fun little game. Honestly, I haven't played it co-op yet. I bet it's absolutely fantastic in co-op. But like I say, it's just stupid. I mean, there's so many varied enemy types. Like, this is from the first level. You've got bats. You've got like weird raving like men with axes. You've got like witches firing stuff at you. It's ace, and there's like loads of different types of weapons, so you can pick up different types of weapons, like pickups as you go. There's like a spread shot, there's one that fires a frog out that bounces till it hits something. There's like a chicken, you fire like a cooked chicken at someone, then it explodes. There's one that's like a ghost that sort of circle you. There's loads, and they're just stupid. I honestly really enjoy it, like I say, and it's not just run and gun. There are all different types of levels. Like I say, that like there's levels where you sat on a broom and you're basically flying around and you have to shoot things from all different directions. It's just really good. It's really good, and it really mixes things up and stuff like that. It gives you a good variety to the gameplay, so it's not just stagnant, just running and shooting. Good things about it. Obviously gameplay controls are tight. I really like that you've got the 8 directional sort of aiming, so you can either run forward, shoot forward and backwards, or you can hold the trigger and you can sort of aim in all sorts of directions. Great when you're like on a ledge or you want to shoot upwards or something like that. That's really good. You also got special abilities like grenades and stuff like that you can throw. I really like that. The whole variety of enemies is fantastic, and like I say, it's all really one cool package. The cons to this game, there isn't a huge amount. Obviously co-op only being local is a shame. This would be really fun to play with my Xbox Live friends. I think we'd have a real laugh on it, but it is local play only, which is a shame, but it is an indie game. I am asking a lot. It does get very difficult. Some sections of the games are absolutely rock hard compared to the rest of the game, and then sometimes you just breeze through it. So it's got some weird spikes. It's not like on a gradient. Sometimes it shoots up, drops back down, shoots up, drops back down, and also you do have a limited amount of lives. I would like to be able to play through it on like a unlimited lives mode, just so I didn't have to stress as much and struggle. I'd like some modern games nowadays, or even with like ports of arcade games, they give you sort of like infinite lives. and continues, I'd like to have that option on this, just for sessions where I just want to play it, not want to sort of worry about not dying and stuff like that. But that doesn't affect the game. The game is obviously, it plays like a very old school game, as if it was like played at the arcade and you were run out of lives, which is fine. But having the option to also have a different mode as well, where you can just keep going to the end, would be nice as well for those people who just don't have the skill to get to the end and may actually want to see all these different bosses and stuff like that, because they're so varied and it's just really cool, and I feel like everyone should play it and at least get to the end and stuff like that. And there's like I say, some of the weapons are only good in certain points, and sometimes if you haven't got them, you'll struggle in certain areas because those areas feel like they're really built around one weapon type, which is really annoying, especially if you weren't expecting to have that many need that many enemies to be killed with that one type of weapon. That is a downside. Now it is a bargain price. I highly recommend you picking it up. It is only £4.19 at the moment on the Xbox Store, and it obviously works on Xbox Series X and S and Xbox One. And yeah, it's got achievements. We'll have to play all the way through to get them all. It isn't a straightforward, super easy game. You're gonna have to put a fair few hours into this game, but it's super fun. It's probably one of the best run and gun shooters I've played in a long time, especially on the Xbox recently, especially with these indie games and stuff. They're normally pretty, how can I put this, quick and easy, whereas this one is difficult. It takes a lot of skill in some places, but it's still really fun at the same time. So it proper brings me sort of back to playing on like Mega Drive and sort of SNES era sort of games, and it's got that whole look to it. And I just love the stupid story to it. I think it's fantastic. So this gets an 8 out of 10 from me. I highly recommend you pick it up if you can get hold of it. It's also out on obviously like PlayStation. I think it's on PS4, PS5, PC and Nintendo Switch as well, so there's no reason not to give it a go, no matter what console you own. And hopefully we can get more of this. I'd love to see a sequel to it or something like that, or just along the same developer doing the same game, but maybe a different setting or something like that, but the same sort of mechanics would be really cool. I'd love to see that. But that's it for this review. If you've liked the video, please give us a like and a subscribe to help us grow the channel. We're putting up review videos pretty much every other day now, and we've got loads coming. I'm backed up with so many review videos. I'm just literally trying to get through them bit by bit. So expect to see a handful every week, as well as the weekly podcast we do. But that's it for now, and I'll see you soon. Happy gaming.